Alright, so we're back with another reaction video. So look, this one is Charles Olivera. He was paralyzed by one punch. Now these documentaries, I gotta give a shout out. Patrick Gavia, he be making some fire documentaries. I'm telling you, these be legit clean documentaries. I haven't seen this one. I've seen some of the other ones, and they're sick. So we finna react to this one. Cause I seen they had like a free fight or something, a Charles Olivera, and I remember him way back then, and he wasn't that good. Like he wasn't that good, and like these past couple, I say like the past year or so, they've been talking about like how cold he is and how that. And I just didn't get around to watch it. I seen that one of these free fights. I said, this man is nasty. I knew he was. I knew he had to be good because everybody was talking about how good he is now. But he way colder than I thought he was gonna be. So we finna react to it. I don't want to hold that no longer. My alarm. Let's get to it.
The complete confusion, the surging fear and panic. Charles Olivera is losing sensations in his arms and his legs are going numb.
He's a quitter. He is a quitter. He doesn't want to be there when it gets nasty.
Things were not supposed to go that way.
What are you talking about?
The fight against Max Holloway could secure a shot at the championship title. Now, he's paralyzed.
Everybody, send your prayers to Charles, you know? This is how we make a living, you know, so...
Olivera's not Khabib.
Charles' time gonna come too, you know, someone gonna beat him.
When a fight gets tough and there's a way out, he has found that way out before.
His hopes to take it.
It was gonna say that he used to not be like, I'm telling you. It's crazy because I remember like him back then when he wasn't cold. That's what I don't understand. Like I gotta see the documentary, maybe it'll put pieces together. Cause he wasn't that good. Especially like, cause I watched back then, like way back then. Even like, cause I would even play the game and he wasn't
his
that good.
family out of poverty, gone. His country is split in half between lasting violence in the streets.
And this is happening around neighborhoods.
Brutal police intervention.
That's scary,
5
man.
or 6 people per day killed by the police.
And the rise of a
That's
military
insane.
regime.
The government launched operations imposing military law.
Full-on warfare.
This is the story
Imagine that
of a
happened
man
like
who grew up in Islam, tortured his own body, and suffered defeat over and over again. This is the story of a UFC champion.
that man is cold now. Ooh! This looks so clean. This
Charles
is
10 years
clean,
old when the
man.
doctor tells him he'll never have a normal life.
Se tava frio, mudava pro calor, ou quando tava calor, mudava pro frio. Tinha muitas dores e tipo, parecia que tava entortando o corpo.
Problema de reumatismo e problema de sopro. O médico falou que ele não ia poder mais jogar nem futebol.
For 2 years, Charles is stuck in a hospital.
Meu pai trabalhava em dois lugares, minha mãe em dois lugares, ficava revezando pra dormir comigo no hospital.
Esse aqui também é meu irmão Eduardo, minha mãe Osana, meu pai Toninho Francisco.
Minha mãe e meu pai não sabem nem ler nem escrever. Meu pai sabe bem pouco.
His mother said, I slept on the hospital floor by his bed. I woke up at 5 in the morning to work and then went back to the hospital. Sometimes I went 1 month without going home, just going from the hospital to work and back.
E aí quando eu saí do hospital, a gente tem essa notícia. E aí eu falei pro meu pai e minha mãe, assim, eu prefiro morrer se eu não pudesse ser uma pessoa normal, mano.
When Charles is finally released from the hospital, his mother fears for the worst.
Então, qual que era a preocupação da minha mãe? O que os filhos iam ser?
Charles' family lives in one of Sao Paulo's slums, known as favelas.
10 times more African slaves were sent to Brazil than the United States.
When slavery was abolished, people regrouped in unregulated areas around the country, essentially building cities within the cities.
All this electricity is actually hijacked from the main system.
It's estimated that there are more than 1,000
The favelas look crazy, like how they're made.
slums
It look
like this
crazy.
in Rio.
Aqui na realidade, a casa onde que eu fui criada a vida inteira, né?
Pessoal, vem conhecer um pouquinho da minha casa aqui, tá?
Morava no fundo da casa da minha avó, apertadinho, 6 pessoas.
não tinha dinheiro pra nada.
Aqui, onde que minha mãe prepara a comida da gente, cozinha. Um banheiro um pouquinho pequenininho, mas dá pra gente. Agora aqui...
Nunca passei fome. Tinha isso pra dividir pra 3.
Tem um mangue lá nos fundos, a gente foi pegar um caranguejo lá, eu fui hoje lá e peguei um pouquinho aí.
Eu nunca passei fome, meu pai nunca deixou a gente passar fome. Pai, não quero tomar, eu já comi, meu pai não tinha tomado café. Então não posso reclamar do meu pai e da minha mãe, porque fizeram muito pela gente, por isso que hoje eu mato e morro por eles, faço tudo por eles. Né? Meus heróis é meu pai e minha mãe.
That's a rough way to live. I'm not gonna lie. That's a rough. Especially because, like, you know what's crazy? And everyone talks about this. Like, most people, like, as far as kids, if they grew up poor, they didn't know that they were poor because that's, like, all they knew. Most people don't realize that they grew up poor until after, like, either they've seen someone else with money or something like that, or like they grow older and then they look back and realize, yeah, we kind of grew up kind of tough.
Out of reach.
Do alto, quando a gente olha, parece que tá pertinho, né? Mas até chegar lá é bastante rua.
To this day, the people in the favelas are still left to themselves.
A favela tem uma lei, cara. Tu obedecendo a lei, bandido vive o resto da vida.
So of course that's a fertile ground for crime to flourish.
How old were you when you started?
I was 17.
And did you think you had any other options?
O governo nosso não serve pra nada. Só pra atrasar o pobre do governo.
Bom, eu acho que da onde você veio, você viu muitos amigos se perdendo.
Sim.
Vários jovens que tá na vida do crime, alguns que roubam na pista, alguns que é viciado, trabalham no tráfico de droga.
Essa era a preocupação.
They stealing from people on the buses.
Da minha mãe, né? Perdi amigos pro crime, infelizmente alguns morreram, outros estão presos.
Vivemos num país corrupto. Somos discriminados como a ralé.
Amigos meus que era mil, que frequentava a minha casa, pô, morreu. Pô, foi preso. Então, tipo, minha mãe tinha essa preocupação, sabe? Tinha esse medo da gente ir pro lado errado. Então, minha mãe sempre ficou em cima disso. Então, assim...
But the favelas are also an incredibly tight-knit community. People look out for each other. A wild card comes in.
Aí veio o Paulo junto com a mulher dele, mas o filho e a filha. O Paulo sempre a gente começou a considerar ele como um tio.
Paulo is their neighbor, and seeing that Charles is not able to play soccer with the other kids, he convinces his mother to let him bring him to a jiu-jitsu practice.
That man was learning jiu-jitsu.
Tem uns meninos.
That's why this man's so cold.
Eu sou padrinho, que são muito atentados. Os meninos não param um minuto, tudo. Só que os pais deles não têm condições.
And Charles is able to practice jiu-jitsu without any pain.
Com 12 anos de idade, sabe? O jiu-jitsu me ajudou. Eu me apaixonei, eu me encontrei. De tudo aquilo que eu fiz, eu falei, mano, é isso que eu quero.
So every single day, Paulo starts bringing Charles to jiu-jitsu practice. He said that one day we would be champions and that we would give joy to my parents. Only 1 month after getting started, Charles wins his first tournament.
O meu quarto, assim, a maioria das coisas que tem aqui, eu consegui comprar com dinheiro das minhas lutas que eu ganhei, meu pai e minha mãe ajudando.
But what the favela gives, it can also take.
Esse vizinho que foi a pessoa que te levou pro jiu-jitsu, ele não viu você dar tão certo, né?
Ele não chegou a ver eu poder... Como pode dizer assim?
After 2 years of taking Charles to practice every single day, Paulo dies in a shootout.
Quando ele...
Oh my God. Dang. Dang, that's rough.
Foi muito duro pra mim.
He'll never get to see Charles' career flourish. It's tragic, but it's also a quite common occurrence in the favelas.
You know, how many homicides are you being called?
4 or 5, just today, since 8 o'clock in the morning.
5 since the morning, 5 in 1 day is insane. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Lots of machine guns, AK-47, AR-15, 7.62, 9 millimeters.
Room after room filled with weapons and ammunition like this.
Oh my.
The homicide rate in Brazil is 6 times higher than in the US.
More than
I was gonna say
63,000 people were murdered in Brazil in 2017.
To counter the crime in the favelas, the government forms police pacification units.
That's
pacification
insane.
program resembles.
So this is why they have to be out, because it's crazy out there. So like, dang.
nothing less than a full-blown military operation.
That's
essentially
insane.
aiming to reclaim those territories from gangs and drug leaders.
All of a sudden, the police can come, open a fire, and we have to go to one of these houses to hide ourselves.
Fighting fire with fire.
Police here aren't just trained to hit their target, they're encouraged to kill.
Houve uma queda considerável nos indicadores violentos nas áreas de UPP.
Pacificação não é nem para ser chamada de pacificação, é para ser chamada de maquiagem. Maquiagem do governo, porque o morador fica naquela,
is crazy. Oh my God. No, I will freak out. I will freak out. Oh man, I would have. But she just walking like in normal. That's scary. I'm sorry. That's scary. That's scary. Good look. He just aimed it at her.
Confuso. Com quem fechar, com quem lidar.
Então eles têm
receio de
chegar e apoiar a gente, conversar com a gente, com medo de ter uma retaliação depois do criminoso.
Tamo um monte. Matamos, tacamos fogo. Cortamos.
There are 3 times more people killed per year in the city of Rio only than in the entire United States.
Only in the... Yo, this is crazy.
Hoje em dia eu posso falar pra você que eu devo ter uns 35 homicídios.
35.
35 homicídios.
Forced to go on without his uncle
He said
Paulo,
35.
transitions to make...
I don't know if this video gonna be out. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if this video gonna make it out.
Forced to go on without his uncle Paulo, Charles transitions to mixed martial arts.
E aí, aos 18 anos de idade, eu estreiei no MMA.
Embora lá pra fora, né, eu tenho Rings of Combat, voltei, depois seria o UFC.
He enters the UFC at only 21 years old. Only one man has entered the UFC at that age and proceeded to become a champion with an undefeated record.
John Jones, yep.
A lot of you have been requesting me to tell his story, so it's definitely coming. By the way, most of you who are watching are not subscribed to the...
I hate when this happens too. Subscribe to the channel, both channels. Y'all watch and don't subscribe. Y'all will binge and not subscribe. That's what I don't understand.
That's fucking illegal.
Please make sure to subscribe if you want to catch my next video.
Yeah, man,
Quando eu assinei com a UFC, assinei na minha casa, assinei. Meu pai pegou, meu pai tava sentado, os olhos cheios de lágrimas, não é até hoje. Eu também amo meu sono. Eu assinei, e aí meu pai falou assim... Você tá assinando um contrato do seu maior sonho, né? Do nosso maior sonho. É fácil chegar. O difícil é a gente se manter.
The new generation of great Brazilian fighters. Here is Charles Olivera.
Oh snap. He's so cold. I swear I didn't know he was this nasty. His submission game was crazy. It doesn't even look... You'll be like, what is this man doing? What is this man seeing? And boom, he gets you in a choke or something.
Charles does find success entering the UFC, but he quickly finds out that his father's words were true. He starts losing.
As derrotas que eu tive foi naquilo que eu sei fazer de melhor, que é jiu-jitsu. Então imagina a sua cabeça como que fica nisso.
A common pattern you find in UFC fighters on a losing streak is going down a weight class. On an average day, Charles Olivera weighs 180 pounds. He competes in the UFC in the lightweight division, that's 155 pounds. After he gets knocked out by Cowboy Cerrone, Charles makes the decision to go down to the featherweight division at 145 pounds. That's a 35 pounds weight cut.
Minha mãe chorou muito na hora da pesagem. Eu já sou magro, você imagina eu cortando pra 66.
E eu sempre, mano, vou estar lutando, sempre vou estar colocando na reta.
That man looked like he was dying for real. You can look at his face. You can see you see his skull.
Since most of that weight comes off in water during fight week, the perfect method and timing is required to have the right weight at the right time.
Já teve umas perdas de peso que te sugou assim?
Já tive que eu não bati peso, né? A gente não descia o peso, não cortava.
Mas por que você acha que...
E às vezes é meio complicado, mas...
Charles misses weight 4 times and even falls ill in 2014 due to a bad weight.
You say he missed it by 10 pounds?
Charles misses weight 4
by 10 pounds. That's tough.
He falls ill in 2014 due to a
10
bad
is
weight
wild.
cut. As a featherweight, he builds a record of 7 wins and 5 losses. One of those leaving him paralyzed.
Eu pensei que eu não voltava a andar mais, que eu não ia ter mais movimento do lado esquerdo. Foi um momento muito complicado na minha vida.
And things at home are getting even worse. As the 2016 Olympics are approaching, the government starts cleaning out the favelas.
That's crazy. It was over there, wasn't it?
Falaram que as Olimpíadas ia ser no Rio de Janeiro, nós já sabíamos que nosso problema ia aumentar.
They relocate the people outside of the city, the operations often leading to conflict.
The tactics of the pacification police are increasingly being questioned.
In the US, 1 in 37,000 arrests lead to death. In Brazil, that's 1 in 23.
Oh my God!
Não vai adiantar nada, só tá matando morador. Vê, às vezes troca de tiro aí, criança morrendo.
Innocent people are getting caught up in the crossfire.
De lá de cima, o policial atirou. Como pode ver aqui, a bala atravessou a porta, transpassou minha.
This is so shocking to me because I know, like, when you look at it, of course, like, people from America only think about stuff that's going on here. But if you look at some of these other countries, they got it way worse, and we don't even realize it. It's great. Like, this is insane.
Minha mãe todinha e minha mãe era a coluna da nossa casa. E a saudade só aumenta.
We gotta skip that.
Ficou aqui na sala. Primeiro da frente, agredi ele e falei: você matou o meu filho, desgraçado. E ele falou assim pra mim: assim como eu matei o seu filho, eu posso muito bem te matar.
A gente passa a vegetar, não dorme, não come.
E meu filho não é bandido. Meu filho era uma criança que estudava.
Às vezes não tem aula porque dá tiroteio. A gente fica sem estudar, aí fica...
That's
aí, às vezes, a gente fica
terrible.
3 dias.
A coisa que eu mais lembro foi quando eu entrei pra fazer a ressonância do corpo inteiro, só que eu tava amarrada e eu tipo um espasmo. Aí eu comecei, mexeu. Eu tava quieto, aí eu mexi o dedinho assim, eu falava, nossa, tá mexendo, né? Aí eu mexi o pé e tal, tá mexendo e tal.
Charles gets back to his feet and back in the competition. He decides to go back up a weight class and loses against Paul Felder. But that same year, his daughter is born.
Oh, man. You know what they... Okay, so everybody... I just seen this. The Rock was talking about it. I just seen it. He was talking about... Dang it. He said... The reporter was having a kid. He said, I'm having my first kid. And he was like, congratulations. He said, would you give me any advice as a parent? He was like, you're already... The Rock said this. He was like, you're already a motivated person, hardworking. He said, but your why is going to turn to a whole nother level that you can't even fathom right now because you're having a kid. And so this makes so much sense. Of course, everyone, their reason why gets turned up another notch when they have their own kid.
The years of learning from defeats, the sacrifices from his parents, the purpose of lifting his community.
See, and L's are good sometimes.
Everything starts coming together at the same time.
Eu aprendi com a derrota. Eu evoluí, eu procurei treino, eu procurei evoluir, eu queria lutar.
Around that time, the Brazilian people are at a loss to solve the problems of rising violence in the country, paired with multiple corruption scandals. They turn to a political outsider and elect
Jair Bolsonaro.
Jair Bolsonaro is promising to crack down on criminals.
Nossa preocupação será com a segurança das pessoas de bem.
A former army officer who praised military dictatorships.
Funciona. Eu sou favorável à tortura, tu sabe disso. Os caras vão morrer.
I support torture. I wasn't ready for that.
Dictatorships.
Funciona. Eu sou favorável à tortura, tu sabe disso. Os caras vão morrer na rua.
Boy, that caught me off guard.
Tem que ser assim.
Vocês estão comprando mais armas agora que antes?
Bastante, porque devido ao índice de...
Foco era mostrar pro favelado que ele poderia ser alguém sem pisar em ninguém.
Through the pain, through the blood, through the sweat, through the mud. Get a word and I'm suiting up. They ain't nothing they can do with us. Had it all, thought I knew enough. Take my words and I chew them up. Till I'm in my coffin and rotting, just dead and forgotten. I'm waiting and watching. You know that I ain't never stopping, don't you? I never let them come and stop the motor until it's over, man. The top.
This man is so cold. It's great. This man is cold. This man. I see one thing. Like I like. Of course, everybody likes a knockout, right? But when they be getting you in them submissions, like the transitions and everything on the ground, it's crazy to watch. It's literally a chess match. You're looking like, what is this man like setting up? And then he'll come out, he'll hit you with like something crazy. It's like I didn't even see that. Look at that. Dottie already fight.
Nurmagomedov, the UFC lightweight champ, has made it official. He will retire.
There's no way I'm gonna come here without my father.
Charles finally gets his title shot against former Bellator champion Michael Chandler.
I think Charles has really evolved a lot since.
That's great. Like this, I'm surprised they don't talk about this man's story more. Literally, this would be like a motivational story for literally anybody. Like if you watch it, think about it. He's going through all this stuff, but like just like not even like his. If you take this whole story, it's that much more. But even if you just take his UFC career as a story, it's huge because it shows the fact that like even though you might lose, like take some L's early in the beginning, as long as you stick to it and keep working and keep grinding, you'll get to the top eventually. Or like you can get to the top.
Since we've
That's
seen
literally what this man did.
But that breaking point is still in there.
Eu, minha família, minha equipe, meu time inteiro tá voltado em um só sonho, um só objetivo. 2021, Charles Oliveira, novo campeão do peso leve.
A vitória é nossa, meu amor.
Com certeza, filho. Esse cinturão é nosso.
É deixar os policiais continuarem morrendo na mão desses caras. Ele entra, resolve o problema se matar 10, 15 ou 20.
A gente vai fazer o quê? Vai escutar a casa do polícia para matar aquele cara que é policial, que obedeceu a ordem do Bolsonaro.
This is crazy. This is such a well put together documentary. No, this is crazy. This is crazy.
A vida falou pra mim se ele vai jogar nenhuma bola. E ela não escutou. Eu sou campeão mundial, irmão.
That's so clean. Oh, that's clean. That's clean.
A vida falou pra mim se ele vai jogar nenhuma bola. E ela não escutou. Eu sou campeão mundial, irmão.
Look at him.
Todo mundo tem seus sonhos. E a comunidade é cheia deles.
Vocês sabem da minha história. Os médicos falaram que eu não podia jogar uma bola. E hoje eu sou campeão mundial do peso leves.
Quando o Dana White colocou o cinturão na minha cintura, a primeira coisa que veio na minha cabeça foi meu pai. É fácil chegar, o difícil é se manter.
Today, in Guarujá, Sao Paulo, Charles plays in the pool with his daughter. At the bottom of that pool, 3 words are carved. The favela has won.
Oh, that was clean. I'll tell you, this movie puts together some of the best documentaries. These are so clean. I think I've seen this one though. I don't think I'm gonna react to it. But that's it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you next one. Till then, I'm out. Peace.